Evening, everyone. We are almost done with this game already. And to be honest, I'm actually surprised. We finished chapter 5 last time. We gotta be close, right? The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people who put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Obviously we can't go in there because it's locked, but wait, what? It's locked, but we have a way to open the store. Kyoko! Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. Well, I was about to say chemistry, I don't know. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective blood was in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. I'm not sure if it said shadow or shallow. Either way. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the last society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. I can't read properly, I'm sorry. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of an old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, is our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose, to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself in the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. I think there's a lot of shame in that, according to her, Makoto. I'm just saying, there might be a lot of pride in that. Just... You don't know.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? He can grab his magnifying glass and shove it. No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face to grab the magnifying glass and shove it. I should have done that sooner. Later. What is it?
so...
I want to sever all ties with him. Severe? Sever, not severe. The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was aligned to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was about Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. Personally, I'm pretty sure you see more than her expression, Makoto. But I'm not gonna say where. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. And that's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing I can never forgive. Really?
so...
The way everyone else was looked at him. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt that he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was sure shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond, so instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence, and after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of the store, Hostpeak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand. That's Kyoko, not Makoto. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the heart of the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like... I keep getting it mixed up because Kyoko's on screen. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hostpeak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gone out there without you. No thanks to say. I was just returning the favor. This is the trash room. The dump, in other words. But to be honest, I don't think I've seen anyone throw anything away down here. Except that coat. But we don't talk about the coat. I was trying to talk to Kyoko. So, now what do we do? I'm glad it didn't die, of course. But if the mastermind finds out, then I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Well, wait, let's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. I'm like, hi, Gaming Truge! It's been a while since we've chatted here. Anyway, how I am is I'm playing some Danganronpa. My throat hurts because of the voice acting I'm doing for the text. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? What are you, stupid? No. I mean, go look at the surveillance camera, tell Monokuma that we're here, and have him come to us. Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. I think it's supposed to say that I'm somewhat illiterate because I can't say certain words properly without reading it too fast in my head. Anyway, how are you, Gaming Truge? How are you doing in this fine evening? Oh, they're not here. The mastermind is ensnared. Yeah, mostly because my Wi-Fi sucks, but I have been trying to catch streams. And my roommates are playing D&D. Oh. Ah. Okay. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. and it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. Also, I get the feeling that my Makoto voice is slowly leaning to my Leon and Armando voice. So I apologize for that. I'm just trying to make him sound like a standard protagonist. Yes, I can't go to sleep, LOL, but other than that, I have been good. I hate to be that grammar guy, but that's not the right word to use. Like, you're saying bean, not ben. Like B-E-E-N. I'm sorry, it's a force of habit I have. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Off to the gym we go then. Oh yeah, have a sleep. I'm sorry. Wait, why am I... Just go to the map and then go to like... It's faster. I'm going backwards. No, I really am going backwards. I was stuck for a second. Rather than walking, just go straight to the gym. I'm pretty sure when we enter, they're all gonna panic me. We're like here being like,
well now.
or we can run into Monokuma.
Hey!
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? But yeah, I have only watched the anime of this. Never played the game. I downloaded it on Game Pass, but never got around to it. You're gonna get spoiled on the 6th chapter. Like you said, you did see the anime, so you should know what goes on. But again, you're gonna get spoiled by this game. That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty parties exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko!
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that it matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. It's okay, I will get around to it. Okay. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you acted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackpin and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Oh crap, she's right. Also, I see Caleb is here. He's not chatting, but I know he's here. Hi, Caleb. Finally, someone got to play that Hellsing Ultimate Bridge line. And it's spinning too. Well, Makoto technically is seeing a dead body. Or at least a body that should be dead. But he is alive and well. A body has not been discovered. What? I don't. What is that? His mind's just like. It's just farting at that point, like he's just stuck.
However,
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego? Yeah, I thought it was fitting. I mean, it worked! It definitely worked! You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come out of the aid. That could come of age even after you'd kill it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. Oh my god. She's right. She knows me all too well. I don't know how to do this now. Do I execute him now? I don't remember the rules at this point. What do I say? Oh god, they're still staring at me. Think of something, Monokuma. Think! Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm here and I hope you have a great stream. I'll just be looking. Okay, Sandra. Lurk away! I don't have a lurk action yet, but you're free to look. And hey, this is the first time actually chatting on this stream. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna turn Danganronpa down a little bit. Okay.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. Have fun. Okay, thank you. And have fun lurking around my chat. If the Blacken is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blacken is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that! What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence. Oh, fun fact about the anime, the voice of MC in the anime is the same as Inosuke, Demon Slayer, and Attack on Titan, and... You mean Bryce Pappenbrook? The MC, oh, the main character. Oh, you mean like the voice of Makoto Naegi? Yeah, it's Bryce Pappenbrook. He voiced Makoto Naegi in both the game and anime. In fact, he's the only member of the... He's the only actor who reprised his role in the dubbed anime. Everyone else was in-house by, well, Funimation, now known as Crunchyroll. He actually liked my Makoto voice that I give him for these streams. He actually suggested that if I stream Danganronpa 2, I should make Nagato sound like garbage. Okay, Bryce, and his last name is Pappenbrook. Pap-in-Brook. Now, I'll put it in the chat. Pap-in-Brook. That's how you pronounce Bryce's last name.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only There is only ever one absolute truth.
Pung, pung.
Thanks, again, English sucks. Not if you break it down. Like, not if you break the syllables down in the name first or last, or even the middle. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped. Yeah, I'm trying to remember I said it right. He would have been gripped by the despair you so loved and inspired.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think of if you killed Makoto. Kyoko, what are you talking about? Is this like some kind of fourth wall break? Because I don't think we're on TV. Okay, I'm off to bed. Take care, mate. Okay, Gaming Treat, bye. Thank you for showing up at the stream. They would assume you would kill him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. Your weapon to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. This lavender-haired detective. She can see right through me, both figuratively and literally. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial all over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulation to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
I was just gonna read it, but she already said it.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the truth of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They're probably just execute me without another word. This main character immunity plot armor crap. And this stupid lavender-haired bimbo. You know he said it. You know he'd say it if he thought of it. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very?
What's wrong?
Oh, I'm just getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bad jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? And I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Would your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one grisly showdown! He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just getting the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Empty mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is... Wait. Okay, for some reason my brain thought Monokuma. Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro. It's very polarizing. It's a very polarizing approach. Bleh. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single seven host peak since the killing game begun are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? That's his brain farting right now. Why'd he go so quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking! I got nothing left to say to you! So get lost, would you? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone! Get out of here! Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Monokuma's unstable lather seemed to cling on us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Little do we know, Monokuma has statue heads of Makoto, just smashing them with a mallet. You ever that scene that was in the groove? Izura has statue heads of Cusco and just breaks them out of frustration while she's ranting, and Kronk's just putting them up. He's like, okay, I'm gonna put it here. Yes! Like that. Anyway, once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I am right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, sure. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But but honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? Making sure that I was making sure I didn't mess up. I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from the final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard. Like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let that guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. It sounds like something out of fiction, don't you think?
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something no matter what cost. No matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other, and show that off to the world. But why? Sounds like something Chris McClane would do with Total Drama. If Total Drama was like a murder mystery. Think about it. I mean, I would definitely see Chris doing something like that for a challenge.
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world is a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept? You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that can't be! And somehow I imagine a white-haired guy, a white-haired high school student, just out of school being like, I don't know why, but somebody's talking about hope. And I like it. But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really the only reason we're making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least...
One could even say, a slaughter sport. At least that's what those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use a class trial following all their proper rules. Sorry, I stuttered there. They tried to use the class trial following their own proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But sorry, had a belch. I had some chocolate. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead of they attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed to live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept their suggestion? Wait, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to do. I read too fast. It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me. Another path you opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts of plans we were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. It's like the person who is playing me is kind of going under pressure whenever a trial happens. I'm looking at my reflection through my monitor.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least. I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiating and persuasion, wouldn't you say? I had the word, but it was escaping midway. Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for naught. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Yes. We should definitely go, Kyoko. I can't access the map. Now I can. Crap, I have to walk all the way through there. I can't teleport straight to the entrance. You have to go back to the end. So... you have to be in their dorms. Yep, that's definitely Byakuya. This is Byakuya room. Is he inside? Who there disturbs my reading? I probably shouldn't do that, seeing how the sound effects are already in game.
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Can you imagine if he actually was there? He'd be like, "Who is knocking on my door? I can't work in these conditions. I didn't invite anyone in here." It's probably Toko again. Well, there's my room. No point in going in. Not yet. This is Toko's room. Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. I bet you they're in the dining hall. What about Aoi? This is Hina's room. Is she inside?
hey,
She's not here either. You won't ever be Yasuhiro. This is Hiro's room. Is he inside?
hey,
I don't think he's here either. Come on, we need to keep looking. I bet you're there in the dining hall. I mean, that's where they usually meet every morning, right? Right. So... and suddenly we were greeted with... Monokuma having a seizure. You again. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. 61. I don't think can recreate those. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was amazing. Just making it sound like he's having a stroke. I shouldn't be laughing about that, but it just sounded like it. That's the best way I could describe it. His emotional stuff. His emotional instability reaches its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
however,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Is that Makoto?
It's a ghost! Ah! My controller fell. This is the most fun I have for Danganronpa today. Just Yasuhiro just sees me and just thinks I'm a ghost and just runs off screaming back to his dorm. That probably would be something you would do, honestly.
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Takes one to know one.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
He knew! How did my joke work into the game? Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell? Oh, it's you. You lowlife.
What the heck?
Yeah, man. That seriously stinks. It's Makoto! He smells like a wet dog! Now I'm curious, what does wet dog smell like? I hear it smells bad, but what does it actually smell like? Get away! Shoo! Shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay if you're here? That you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mokuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto's killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap. Did you, You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto who wasn't the black end, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the black end is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. What you said, now is the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you're referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. When are you not in the dark, hero? For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all of this, what did we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mugura, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. Right? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
We've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already. But if we lose this time, everyone dies. In this house, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the living room, in the bedroom, in the hotel.
Oh no!
Do I really need to read the line? He pretty much said it what we were all thinking.
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those 6 times without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with my master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But
figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they kill Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. And if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all these mysteries. I'm not so sure about it. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us this little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyways, here's the hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them are high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Ho's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could disguise the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Ho's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And in Mukuro, you get 16. So the mastermind wouldn't be one of them?
That's right.
And one of those 16 people we started out with, the orbit's still alive, while the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you need to get it out? To get it now? Or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
no way!
You can't be serious! Well, wait! I can't say for sure that's true. That's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility, and that is one possibility we can't ignore. Can't. I can't do a British accent properly anymore for some reason. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off to control him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way you could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Now would have been a good time to play that a body has been discovered as that plays during that TV. Or maybe he's announcing that it's nighttime.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself and the talk of the Gami blood. Of the Gami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Yeah, Master. He didn't take me more with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Well, Master, the rest of you are like cockroaches. Coffee with cream without the cream. Wait. Coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. Toko, at that point, that would just be a coffee mug. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Oh, now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, okay? You know? But up to now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figured, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. I was slowly going through my Monokuma voice. I don't know why. I think I'm starting to lose some. I think my throat is starting to hurt. There it goes. Need water. Sorry, this shouldn't be angry during the stream, but I wanted to. Hold on. I think somebody was texting me through Discord. Okay. Let me. There we go. I had to scratch my ears. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Now at this point, it's just like going through every single room, right? I probably shouldn't leave. I don't think I need to go to the kitchen right now. Do I just talk to Kyoko? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So,
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together at the end. I just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. I feel like there's a bit of a Scooby-Doo reference. Please tell me that doesn't mean I'm Shaggy. No, I thought it'd be Hina. No, wait, no, not Hina. Hero. Hero would be like Shaggy, considering how cowardice he is. Let's see. That would mean Kyoko would be Velma. Hina would be Daphne? Definitely Daphne. Byakuya would be Fred. Would that mean that Makoto was like Scooby? I don't know if you can hear me, but... Okay, like... Kyoko is Velma because she's smart. Aoi would be like Daphne because she's the pretty one. Oh my god. Byakuya is Fred because he's pretty much the pretty one. Yasahiro's like Shaggy because he's a coward. And then that would make Makoto Scooby, in a way. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right!
so then,
I think my throat was a little more... I think my voice is a little raspy for that one. I'm trying to sound like the main character, but I'm sounding like somebody else. But I wonder who. It doesn't matter. Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things that I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we shouldn't be able to So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto,
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. There were too many "mas" in that sentence. Mukuro, Monokuma, they said there's a lie. My brain was funny in that one. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. That was my shoe going to scraping on under my desk. Sorry. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days ago. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusawa, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I had to double check on the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Knowing me, I'm probably gonna check there a lot. Oh wait. Just doesn't happen. Just to double check where to go first. The headmaster's room on the 4th floor. Oh, didn't mean to close that. It's faster I just do that. Now, am I close to it? Oh, definitely. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Ostentatious desk. I can't say that word properly. I'm sorry. Ostentatious desk. I think that was it. Class number 78. Study registry. It contains it contains profiles of all of us. And Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hostic Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikosaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumbled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward to my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles that she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any sense of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves she's her tremendous skills in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I would of course take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But would that mean Mukuro is the mastermind and the mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the Headmaster seems to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take care of her completely. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh? You're actually getting empathy on me? No. I just can't stand you thinking so hard.
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice a picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you'd never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the profile picture. And the profile. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? I think you're a creepy, Akira. What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? Makoto thinking the exact same thing I was thinking! And I think of the same thing. What is wrong with you, Byakuya? I just seem to have good taste. Can't you see?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Is that what he's saying? I'm trying to make it not sound as raspy, so it doesn't end up being confused and it's out of the future if I do that kind of voice again. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you. So I suggest you pay attention. I was trying to read that. I was trying to hit Y. There we go. Advice? From me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're not getting along. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith into her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? You literally almost died, you idiot. Why can't you use your mind properly? Ow, Byakuya, stop hitting my head! No, not until you get it straight into your head to think. Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't. As you will. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Well, what are you waiting for? An invitation? Shoot! I would never make Byakuya sound any more than a jerk. Apparently that's us. It has profiles of me and everyone I met at the beginning. And Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Old Peak. Mukuro Ikosaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Yeah, I read that right. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been our allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? I think, wait. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Does it make you feel like you have OCD, Makoto? Yes, actually. Now where? Let's see. Room Floor 5, the Biolab. Three places this time! Garden, the dojo, those are the later. Right now, the Biolab. Got it right this time. Well, here I am in the Biolab. It's so cold! It's like abnormally cold! I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps here. And I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. It's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, it's the same dialogue as before. Ah, that's it! I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean that this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Does that mean I have to examine the desk again? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to medical lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimal settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgraded package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Wait a minute. This is one of the fridges that they put dead bodies in. I've seen them on crime shows and stuff. Then, does it mean everyone who died they're all in this little room? I probably shouldn't think so hard about it. There's some kind of weird machine or something built in the wall. I read this already. Wait, I didn't read the best of these. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up to those so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone else who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other options. I think I'm gonna do this voice for a future character in the sequels, but I don't know who. It might sound close to Makoto, but not as raspy. We might see. Okay. Back to the 4th floor. This time for Marukuma's office. I'm going in by order. Did I go past it? I did. Should have gone this way. What does this say? The data lab. I'm going around it. Aha! Whoa! Forgot about this.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto! Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder without the Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school have an unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But,
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean,
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. I'm gonna use you as a human shield, Makoto. So I don't get hit by the bomb. Wait, what? That's what she was implying. But that's what he was implying. I don't know who was implying it, but somebody was implying it. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait! Let me take care of this. I don't want to get exploded. You know, raced over to the nearby desk and hit underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Doot, doot, doot. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. In fact, I'm holding the door right now. You'd be surprised how easy it is to open this door. You can just open right away and then break the hinges. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was,
huh?
wow, that's what is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Only 2 things to investigate in this room, and one to talk to Hina. What is this device? It looks like a chair, but it looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a med cockpit, right? Again, sorry I had chocolate. You'd probably freak out if you saw it. Cockpit? Haven't you seen Gundam? You know, the anime where they have people control mechs? Fighting the Zangiak? Not Zangiak, but I don't remember the actual name. In fact, let me look it up for a bit. Hold on. Okay, it's Char. I'm thinking of Char, but Was it the Zaku? Cause I'm thinking of the Zaku. Yeah, definitely the Zaku. Okay, anyways. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean... Plot twist. Hope's Big Academy is secretly a Gundam. You can't prove me wrong. You can't convince me otherwise that it's not a Gundam.
Okay.
Alright, let's get poking at it. Or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Wait, oh wait, I don't think it's a good idea. She pushes the button that just blows up the entire skull. Everyone's dead. Oh, hold on. You can't just or whatever something like that. Like this. But it was too late. She blew up the skull and we all died. The end. He was already jamming away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The one that says data center. Data center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center... That's right, next door. The room we were in... That's where the strange noise came from. I probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now. So I'll just cheer you on from over here. I have to because it's plot relevant. I guess. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Hi. Is that Monokuma? Hey. Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? Why are you playing with Monokuma? He could try to kill us at any moment. Oh, you don't know that.
What?
Huh? Aw, man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of thing? Kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Hit it, don't push it. Just blows up Monokuma. And like, Makoto just flies to the wall. I told you not to push the button. Why did you push the button? Whatever you do, don't push. Thrice it's happened in the stream. I predict what they're going to say and it happens. Oh my gosh. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Can't believe she was actually gonna push the self-destruct button. She probably would have killed me.
Ah,
Whoa! Hey, Makoto! What the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma.
huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep. It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And their control room is totally separate from the data center or area for the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right! But if the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would tongue-tied. I guess that wouldn't be true. But if that is true, it's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single stab at host picking since the killing game, since the killing began, are those 16 students. I think the second one was better. Second Tenka did when this flashback showed. From the mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student. Really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Kodo? I don't like that face you're making. What face is he making? Is just him? It's just the pose where he's like, where he looks like he's thinking. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What did I do? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is what the mastermind's been saying, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. You wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. But what about this floor? What's wrong, Mikado? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Oh, but I wanted to examine the floor. And it's locked, isn't it? As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door! It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot up to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma!
Just a second.
Hey, no fair! You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how the president would get if the school mascot just up and start moving. Then, that room...
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now, you've been happening with someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correct the window.
You're a
That
liar.
hurts. But that doesn't make any sense. You were just in there, and we didn't see you, and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? There we go. You were hanging on the floor, weren't you? Hey, no, I mean, no. Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Why do I keep doing this? All in one night. I predicted 4 things in one night. Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, That hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
And when I say we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let that chocolate is trying to fight my stomach. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Especially when it comes to donuts.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. I feel like I'm doing my focus again. What the heck? Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can, too. That's the only way forward. Okay, where now? The data center's out of the question. Oh, but what else is there? We can enter the headmaster's room now, so wait, we were already here. Never mind. And I go to the order of this evidence. The second floor of the dormitory. Dormitory. Where is it? Is it just the second floor in general, or does it have to be in a classroom? Wait a minute. I can't examine it, but there are blood splotches. Splotches. Whichever. This one's useless. What about the library? I don't think any of this is gonna help, so maybe not the archive. I'm not gonna check the pool. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the dojo then. And the garden. We've gone first, then the dojo. I hope. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? I can't examine the remains of that. I'm sure there's more around here I need to check. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check, just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then that must mean... Could it be? In the biolab? Well, corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. The tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so... I'd better look into it. The killer used a tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clues behind here. Huh? I didn't notice before. But there's a small stamp on one of the corner of the tower. It says biolab? Then this originally came from the biolab? Is there anything else I need to examine? Because I don't think any of these will work. Not the pickaxe, not the... They're all pickaxes. So now I have to go back to the biolab. But... that's all I really needed to check here. I was gonna check the chicken coop. But what about the dojo? Sometimes I feel like my voice from Makoto's trying to fade. Oh, Toko! So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting already out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give me back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your
Don't
problem?
tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Okay, maybe Akira, but nobody aside from him is gonna say that. Master will. Fifth time! Fifth time I predict it! I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want it! I'm sick of always being looked down on! Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. So, biolab it is. Wait a minute. Oh. I was only in the same room. Or hallway. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Nothing to examine here at this point. Do I have to examine the fridge again? Because I think I examined everything in this room. Wait. So, is everyone who's died, then does that mean, since Mukuro body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. What if I go back to the garden and get a pickaxe? Will that open it? I don't know if it's gonna work, but it wouldn't have to try. That's all different kinds of gardening tools. Sorry, I was delayed. I was reading it as I was thinking it. Is there anything that sticks out about them? No matter how hard I look, I don't see anything. It's that pickaxe. On the handle it says Crazy Diamond. Like that stand from JoJo. It's the same thing that was written on the back of Marno's code. This pickaxe connects to Marno's code. And possibly Pink Floyd. Strange. I'm sorry we keep making references to Pink Floyd. Don't know why I keep doing it, but I think it's because I have Crazy Time on my mind. There are still just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than one. More than that. Not more than one, what am I saying? The sprinkler control panel. They're set to turn on every morning at 7:30. And Marco has said the time positively couldn't be changed. But that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Could this flower be in it? The Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Well, I don't think it's related to the case, so I'd better keep my distance. What else is there to examine? Because we can't go to the data center. Wait. Back to the dojo. Because there are important things, because the dojo is highlighted, so... Why is everything? I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. I can totally imagine Sakura out here using this to train. The suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Maybe the cherry blossoms are related to this murder mystery. The cherry tree is in full bloom. Nothing strange about that. He's probably gonna say the same thing as I do. That target seems pretty far away. I'm always amazed to see what people can do with a bow and arrow. Hey, a monocoin! Wait a minute, the locker! There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. We found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. Never mind. May as well check the dormitory one more time. Because there doesn't seem to be anything in the dormitory that would somehow connect to the murder. Practically checked every room but the gym. I don't think the pool would have anything relating to the murder. Going in the girls' locker room just isn't a good idea, is it? He's right, you know. Lockers. Well, I expect to see that in any normal pool. That's really the only thing from this distance, is it? Yep. Nothing seems to be out of place here. That's gonna lead me to, yep. Definitely. I don't think there's anything suspicious here, so... If I go here, is it gonna do the same thing? Oh! There's nothing to examine here. Do it again. What have I talked to Kyoko about this? What about these fridges? Why can't I interact those? I examined the entire dojo, I examined the bio lab, I examined the garden. What if I go to Byakuya? Hey, Byakuya!
I don't have time to play with you.
God, he's so blunt. It just makes you feel hopeless. And my throat's hurting. Yeah. Come on. Where's Kyoko? Wait a minute, hold on, hold on. What if we check the kitchen? Okay, I guess not. Thought the knife would be a thing. It's a deli style display case. There's all kinds of food and stuff lined up inside. I'm not gonna say farewell to any more meals here. This is my room. I can't afford to go in and just sit around all day. I guess we can't go to our room anymore, seeing how this is the last chapter, so that's out of the question. Second floor of the dormitory area. This part's confusing. Surely it doesn't mean the trash room, does it? Because there's nothing to do here. That's why I got out of there. But then you look, I'll never wind up in there again. The smell was absolutely rancid. Well, that was necessary. Wait a minute. Oh, that's just the exit. Okay, never mind. I thought it was something important. Oh! I completely forgot about this. The gate's open! We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms! Which means I have to do it. This is the second floor to the dorms? Still doing good? Yeah, Sandra. It looks like some ancient ruins. Oh no. It's more like a... no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Got another... thank you. I feel like this is a good point to at least stop for the time being. Because my throat's starting to hurt, it's like really late here, so... probably gonna end the stream here. I'll get back to this game next week. Anyways, let's see who we can raid tonight. Who is on right now? Oh, Sora's on. Okay. We're going to raid Sora Starlight. Anyways, I hope you all have a good night. Take care of yourselves, and I'm going to take at least 3 days off of streaming for at least half this week. Good night, and take care of yourselves.